If you've used AI in the past, you're probably a little skeptical when you hear people saying that you can use it to automate 99% of your daily life. But Google's new Gemini Spark opens up a whole new world of possibilities that the original chat assistants couldn't do. In this video, I'll share with you 3 ways that you can use Gemini Spark to automate your life. And if you watch to the end, you'll have a personal AI assistant that will work for you while you sleep. Now, I don't blame you for being skeptical. Most of the time, AI is just slapped onto a product as a marketing stunt. After all, using ChatGPT feels more like a glorified Google search than anything else. But with Gemini Spark, think of an AI that's equipped with access to any data that you need, can run at any time of the day, and can run non-stop to complete any task from A to Z. Things have seriously changed now with AI agents. And as an AI engineer myself at a multi-billion-dollar digital media company, I've seen it firsthand. Just last week, I worked with a manager to cut off the first hour of his day every single day of the week with an agent that onboards new clients while he's still sleeping. Imagine waking up to not only your work done, but it being done better than you could have done it yourself. I'm talking about emails answered, designs created, and meetings already booked. At the end of the day, the people that are winning in business and life moving forward are the ones that are embracing AI the right way. And we want to be inside that circle, instead of being stuck just like the people that are clinging to the manual grindwork while their peers and competitors are automating. Because at the end of the day, if we're looking for true freedom with our time, that means handing off the things that we don't want to do. Before we jump in, let's understand exactly what Gemini Spark is. The main benefit to Gemini Spark is that it's an AI agent that's running 24/7. And since it's running in the cloud, that means that you can close your laptop and it will still be doing work for you. The best way to think about it is to look at some of its competitors. You've probably heard of Claude Cowork, for example, or even some of the more advanced options like Claude Code and Codex. Now, these can get technical super fast. So if you want to go with the most beginner-friendly option to using an AI agent, then Gemini Spark is the AI for you. Like I mentioned in the intro, this video will be breaking down 3 different ways that you can use Gemini Spark to automate your daily life. And the first one of those features is using skills. If you've ever played Pokemon in the past, then you'll understand exactly what a skill is if you haven't heard of it before. Basically, the premise is that you're training your Pokemon to fight other Pokemon. And to do that, you need to give them special attacks. So we have Pikachu here who has Thunder Shock, Quick Attack, Slam, and Thunder Wave. In Pokemon, you can give your Pokemon different skills through these kind of CDs here. So you can see in this example, there is a CD for Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, Flash. These are all different moves that a Pokemon can learn. Skills are the exact same way, except instead of teaching attacks like in Pokemon, each skill is a separate task that you want your AI to learn. So if you want your AI to be able to respond to emails well, all you have to do is give your AI an email responder skill. Same with other tasks like taking my call notes or making different presentation slide decks. So just like in Pokemon, we have our AI here. So we have Gemini and we give it the skill that we want. And all of a sudden our AI knows how to do that specific skill. If you think about it another way, it's kind of like an instruction manual when you're building furniture. You have a bunch of information on the top, like what is included in this? What does it actually mean? What is it building? And then you have the actual instruction steps from 1 through 5 on how to achieve the outcome that you're looking for. Here's the structure of an actual skill file. At the top, you have the name of the skill and some kind of description of what the skill does so that the AI knows when it should be using that skill. Then underneath, you have all the main instructions of what the AI needs to do to execute that skill properly. Here's an example one of extracting text from a PDF. The name of the skill is PDF, and the description says that it will extract text and tables from the PDF. And then below, there's a little bit of an overview, and then the instructions for this one is actually running lines of code. But as you'll see in the example that we go through, it doesn't need to be code in here. It just needs to be instructions on what to do. Now, there's 2 ways that we can go on to Gemini Spark. And this requires a pro plan to Google. Once you have that, you can go onto gemini.google.com, and on the left-hand side here, you'll see a switch. If you click that, you'll switch to Gemini Spark. Or in this video, I'll also show how you can do it in the desktop app. Again, on the left-hand side, you can switch over to Gemini Spark. And then you have a skills section on the left side. You can see here that I have a lead intake follow-up skill. If you want to download this for yourself, go ahead and click the link in the description where you can get this completely for free. Once you've downloaded it, all you have to do is click this arrow right here and drag in that file to upload that skill. Now within here, we have the name of the skill, a description, and you can see all the steps that are required in order to complete the task of following up with a lead. You can see here that I just received an email inquiring about a business opportunity. So back in Gemini Spark, we can go to the task section here and we can run /lead intake follow-up. The skill will pop up and then you can click send. You can see here that Gemini Spark went through and found the email from our lead. And it's actually drafted a reply on our behalf that we can now send to this lead. Again, we didn't even need to do anything. We just ran the skill, it identified that there was a lead, and now it created an email for us to send back. So we can see here the email that it drafted asking to book some time to chat. And you can even include a calendar link so that all of a sudden leads are getting booked on your calendar for sales call without you having to do any work. Now, if you stick all the way till the end at number 3, you'll see how you can do this automatically without you even needing to run the skill for yourself. But before we get there, let's talk about number 2, which is connectors. Connectors use this protocol called MCP, which just stands for Model Context Protocol. If we go back to our video game analogy, think of your AI like a Game Boy, and all the different tools you use are like different games. So we have Canva and Google Drive and Gmail. These are all different tools that we use in our daily life. What connectors do is that they act as this open port here in your Game Boy, and it standardizes the type of game that goes in. Since now they're all the same shape and size, any of these games can plug right into your LLM, meaning that if you wanted, you can have your Gemini Spark create graphics on Canva for you, or search for files in your Google Drive, or like we just showed, draft up emails in Gmail. The example we're going to show is with a built-in connector to Gemini Spark, and this one is for Canva. With this, we can have Gemini Spark automatically connect to Canva and create different graphics for us. So we're going to create some Instagram story graphics on an example product that we'll be launching next week. If you hop back into Gemini Spark here, you'll see that there's a connected apps section. Click on that and you'll see some built-in connectors. Like we mentioned, there's Gmail, Google Drive, and then other ones like Google Docs and Google Keep. In order to use them, you could just turn it on right here. There's also some other ones. So there's YouTube Music, and then there's some built-in ones like Canva, which we're going to use in this example, but also Contacts, Dropbox, Instacart, and a bunch of others. It's also really cool that you can add a custom connector for yourself. So as long as you find an app that has an available connector and it gives you a URL, you can go ahead and add that into here. All you have to do to use that connected app in your Gemini Spark chat is do @ and then type in what you want to connect. So we're going to do @Canva, and we're going to say, generate an Instagram story for my new face cream product launch next week. We'll see immediately that it starts trying to use tools from Canva. Like this one here is generating a design, and it comes up with the query itself on what it should use to create that infographic. Once we allow that, it will go ahead and execute, and now it gave us 4 different options to use directly from Canva. Let's say I like this one because it's launching next week. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and it opens it up in Canva, where now we can download this and upload it to our Instagram story. It took no effort to create this, so it's crazy what you can do with these connected apps. But like I mentioned, this is all still you doing it manually by going to the chat, doing @Canva or /leadgen, and then running it yourself. But we want it to happen without us even having to do anything. And that is where we get to the third feature that I'll be showing you, which is schedules. To understand how schedules really work, we first need to understand the difference between an AI assistant and an AI agent. With an AI assistant, you are like a coach. You are the one on the court telling the players exactly what to do. And you're drawing up the game plans for them by telling them to run your lead follow-up skill or to connect to Canva and create your designs. It all still requires you to be there on the court directing the AI, telling it exactly what to do, which is great for some things, but there's other things where we want the AI to be able to do it all on its own. And that is where an AI agent comes into play. An AI agent is like your best player on the court. In a clutch situation, you give him the ball and you tell him to do what he does best, to go out and execute. Now, it takes a lot to be able to put your trust into an AI agent to do things on its own, but that's why it's like your best player. You wouldn't allow one of your worst players to be able to do this, right? It's only your best players at the top of their game that you know have put hours and hours into training and constantly delivering to the point where you can trust them. It's the exact same thing with AI. What I recommend to do is first act as the coach. Give Gemini instructions on how to do what you need it to do. Once you trust that Gemini knows how to do that thing and you have the prompt that you've been using to get the perfect output, that's where we'll move to a schedule and let AI use that prompt that you know already works and let it act on that on its own. In order to use schedules in Gemini Spark, over here on the left, there's a schedules section. And from here, you can create it with Gemini or you can create it manually on your own. When you do create manually, you can choose exactly what cadence you want it to run and you can give it a name. So if we want it to only run on Monday, we can uncheck all the others and leave just Monday every single week at 9 a.m. And then here is where we give it those prompt instructions that we trust and already know work. I created an invoicer agent that runs on a schedule here. Again, the prompt for this, as long as the prompt from the second example and the skill from the first example, will be available completely for free in the description below. What this skill does is that it checks this retainer hours tracker sheet that we have. So for every client that we're doing work for, we have their name over here, exactly how many hours we've done work for them for, with the rate that we're charging them, which comes to an overall amount that's due at the end. There's also a time log that breaks down exactly the tasks that were performed for each client and on what date and for how many hours. Now, what we need to do is take all this information of all the work that we've done and we want to make sure that we get paid for it, right? So what it does is it takes this invoice template, it fills in all that information that was from the tracker into a nice invoice that we can send out to our client. I'll attach both of these to the same link in the description below, along with the skills and the prompts. This prompt is really cool because it will take that invoice and convert it into a format that is good for email. And with this prompt created, we can now pause it, delete it, or what we're gonna do is run it now to test it. So we'll click run now. So it just drafted up and sent out these 3 emails to those 3 clients that we had listed. And within the email, it says the invoice with the invoice number, the name of the client, and the date range that it's for. And it includes a formatted invoice exactly with all the line items, how many hours we're charging for, what the rate was, and the amount that's being charged. And it even summarizes all the work that was done through the time log that we had in our sheet, and then gives some information on how to pay. And it does that the same way for all 3 clients. Pretty sweet. This is all done for us automatically on Monday morning. So from the prior week, all the time that we spent actually working and delivering our projects, that's not lost. That's sent out automatically for us to the client so that all we need to worry about is getting that deposit into our bank account. Now you know 3 different ways that you can use Gemini Spark to automate your life. Everything from writing instructions in skills to connecting to outside data sources with connected apps, and then using an AI agent that will run it all automatically for you on a schedule without you having to touch the keyboard. If this is your first introduction to the Google ecosystem, this is awesome. This puts you ahead of 99% of people using AI. Now, if you're excited about Gemini, just like I am after seeing this, then you should really check out all the ways that you can use the normal Gemini chat. I've spent over 1,000 hours using different AI tools, and Gemini is way up there for me. So if you want to see how you can use Gemini better than 99% of people for any area of work or business that you're working in, then go ahead and check out this video right here.